Can you blame them? Team's utter dog shit the year before. I mean, I'm curious. I'm curious what the Brandalorian's thinking here. Just breaking down the film on his team last year, breaking down his draft strategy. It's utter dog shit. And so now he's found himself in a situation where he's thinking Omarion Hampton could be the guy. That's chalk 1.3, Hampton this, Hampton that. At the end of the day, fellas, you make your money in this league letting your nuts hang. And going with chalk here, I respect it, but it's a dangerous game you're playing when you're a QB-needy team, such as the Brandalorian. And you got to think, what's going through this young man's head? I mean, he watches Brian Thomas go ahead of Rome Odunze last year and has the chance to trade for a Caleb Williams. You got to wonder. You got to wonder what's going on in some of these war rooms. Now, what's really kind of sending me for a loop here is Kyle Lark trading out of the 1-6. You don't always get to drop your own rules here, fellas, but Kyle Lark trading out of the 1-6, going to the 1-12, the commissioner's involved, RJ Harvey's name's being thrown. I don't know. Don't shoot the messenger. All right, I'm just the guy on the stream giving it to you live. But I'm wondering what some of these decision makers in these front offices are thinking, man. Locklear, he's itching. All right, he's got the 1-5. He's waiting on Furrow here at the 1-4, and this just might be the pick. This just might be the pick that throws the whole draft for a loop. It really might be. Does Furrow go Tet McMillan? Does he go Cam Ward? Does he go Travion? Is he in his Santa Monica apartment pacing back and forth with the likes of a Garrett Meyer trying to get in his ear, offering Hollywood Browns and 3-12s for first round picks? I mean, we don't know. That's just the truth of it. We don't know. You got to wonder how much tape some of these guys have watched as well. It's hard to figure out when you're starting to see the draft fall. And at 1-4 here, this is where the draft starts. All right, there was a certain tier, a certain echelon of player at the 1-1 to 1-2, but at 1-3, some will argue that Hampton's close. I don't see it, but make no mistake about it. 1-4 to 1-7. This is what I like to call dog shit land. This territory here is the hardest to pick through in the draft. There might be a guy, there might be two, but I've got it on good authority that some of these guys in here, maybe my mouse is hovering over their name, don't really know what they're doing with the pick. So we'll see. We will see. Throw it in the chat. I'll throw it in the chat, all right? I'll throw it in the chat. Hold on. Fellas, hopefully you jump in here. If not, that's fine too. We're just going to be breaking down some of these picks, some of these trades. Amari and Hampton at the 1-3, like I said, it's a safe pick. It's what many would call a coward's pick. What do you do with that? I don't know, but you take note. And if you're in this league, man, take advantage of a motherfucker. All right? You find somebody playing it safe. You find somebody tucking their tail between their legs, and you expose them. That's sort of the aim of what we got going here today. And we're waiting on Furrow to make a pick. It's akin to watching paint dry or watching the Golden State Warriors play a Game 7 game. It's hard to do. But some of the brave souls out there will try. We got Harry Bushwhacker trading about everything he's got on his team. Somehow also simultaneously not improving the roster. Pretty hard to do. But that's where we are, guys. Travis Hunter at the 1-2. Safety pick here by dodging at the 1-1, going with Ashton Jeanty, the running back out of Boise State. But we know the real 1-1, the real alpha in the class was Travis Hunter, the two-way player out of Colorado, and he decided to join the $1 Million Miltons. Not too much to say there. Again, the Brandon Lorian traded into the 1-3. He's a quarterback-needy team, but he went with Amari and Hampton. I couldn't tell you why, but it is the decision his front office made. And again, we're waiting on Noah Furrow here. Maybe a late night out at the bungalow last night. You got to wonder where some of these guys' heads are. You got to wonder where some of these war rooms are at. I've got it on good authority that the Garrett Myers of the world have been late to breaking down the film, man. So if you're watching film the day before the draft, fellas, what can I do to help, right? That's just where we're at, though. That's the state of the league. A lot of these guys, they take off seasons. I don't. All right, I'm in there every day. I was in there in January. I had Jack Bush on a big board in January, fellas. So if you're waiting till later today to get into the 2-1 or the 2-2 and thinking you're gonna get a baller, it's a lottery ticket. It's what it is. Riley Gary, he's got the oldest team in the league. Pretty much gave away all of his draft capital. It's a bold move. We're going to see if it pays off here in a bit. Another team I've got on the docket, man, it's Nick Friedel. Nick Friedel last year drafted Malik Neighbors, Brock Bowers, Tyrone Tracy late. You got to wonder, was it scouting? What What's happening in his process here? Is it repeatable? Is it blind luck? Was he on the right side of variance? I don't know. But this draft, it's nut cutting time for a lot of these GMs, a lot of these owners, and this is where I think the cream is really going to rise to the top, boys. I'm hearing whispers of a Bashal Tutin being discussed in a few war rooms. I don't want to give away too much, but Bashal Tutin, running back, Jacksonville. Some are mocking him in the mid-2 range. It's an interesting projection. I'll say that. But let me hear some in the chat. I mean, whose content do you want to? Oh, what do we got here? We got Dodge and hearing chatter that Hunter at 1-2 might be a bit of a reach. Hunter at 1-2 is the steal of the draft. I mean, Hunter should have gone at 0-0, honestly. I'm surprised he even made it to the draft. Like I said, wide receiver, cornerback out of Colorado. And while we're waiting for Furrow to punch in a pick, I think you guys can see this. We're going to pull up some Travis Hunter film. All right, we're going to pull up some Travis Hunter film. And I'm going to show you guys a little bit of what makes this kid so special. Okay. And by the way, there was, in January, I was hearing all this shit. Oh, Travis Hunter, 1-9. He might fall to the second rank. Get the fuck out of here. This is the 1-1. That's who this is. All right. We're just going to start with this play. North Dakota State, first catch of the season, 5-yard hitch route. I mean, this right here is absolutely phenomenal. You got a safety running downhill, and he's just going to erase this angle. Goodbye. See you later. Maybe next time. Maybe never. It's Travis Hunter. Then you got plays like this. Again, hey, if you need a friend, phone a Hunter. Then you got this, right? This doesn't count. Back shoulder, one-handed grab. Holy, there's just only so many players in the world that can make these plays, fellas. And there's probably a couple guys in here. This is your first time breaking down the Hunter film, right? You swore Ted McMillan was wide receiver 1. I get it, but you're late. And that's just, come on. Late push off, you got to love it. The ref's letting them play through the contact. Little air mare there by Shedeur Sanders. Back of the end zone, Travis Hunter's going to toe tap both in. It's world class. It's absolutely world class. And that's why he's on the $1 Million Miltons, because we go after world-class talent. It's what we do. It's our draft strategy. We're going to take the best player available. We live and die by our board, guys. Once again, Travis Hunter, absolute phenom. Do we need to see more? I sure as hell don't. Any other players, any other player breakdowns we need going on? We're here at the 1-5. Again, we're waiting for Furrow. It's a tough wait. I'll say that. A little slander to garnish the 100+ targets, don't you think? Yeah, I agree, Locke. There's a lot of conspiracies you're going to hear out there about Deion Sanders, Travis Hunter. I'm sitting in a hurricane. Hopefully the audio is not too goddamn bad for you, but I just want you guys to block out the noise and look at the tape. What are we doing here? Just look at the tape. It's phenomenal. Malik Neighbors, Brian Thomas, they're not quite on this level, fellas. And that's why you went at the 1-2 this year. That's why Jacksonville traded up for him. And at the 1-2, Travis Hunter's a steal. Yeah, every once in a while he's going to get caught trying to make a play. But this is an all targets and all catches film. And so far we've seen, I think, 3 touchdowns, about 10 catches and 250 yards through 2 games. Just once again, speed in the open field, great hands, great eyes. It's about all you need in a player in the receiver position. Fellas, this is what a 1.2 kind of player looks like. You know what? We'll break down some other players. Why don't we break down the Brandon Lorien's pick here? Amarian Hampton. Now, for all that Amarian Hampton is and isn't, this guy's feet, it's like he's playing in mud. This was my critique on it. He's just slow coming out of the hole, man. And I don't how well this is going to work in a gap scheme offense like the Chargers have, but here we go. Yeah, I mean, don't get too excited here, fella. He's playing Charlotte. All right, this is FCS. So don't get too excited about this. I don't know. Not sold fully. Not sure what team they're playing here. This is North Carolina Central. Again, fellas, I don't line the teams up that they're playing, but if you're basing your war room decisions off tape against North Carolina Central, you're probably in for a rough draft. It is what it is. But again, you got Omarion Hampton. He's a bigger back. He's a size guy. He's got decent, mid-range speed, but he's not a burner. And again, we got East Carolina here. They did lose this game to East Carolina. Like, guys, this is what you got to take into account here when you're drafting players at the 1-3. It's like we're 3 minutes into the goddamn highlights, and it's all FCS teams. Do with that what you will, but he wouldn't have been on my big board there at 1-3. And again, he's getting run down by FCS safeties. I mean, the number 7 here is going to be an accountant next year. He'll be working at Charles Schwab by August. Okay, so when you see him bringing down guys who are drafted at the 1.3, you got to wonder, like, is this the caliber of player I need on my roster? I'm not blown away by any of this. I'm really not. Let's see what happened here on this play. Okay, linebacker gets up to the second level. Yeah, I mean, it's just a well-blocked play. He didn't really make anyone miss. I mean, a little stiff arm there against the guy who's going to be working construction in a year or two. I'll take it. Nothing about this player is screaming special to me, guys. And at the 1-3, if you're not special, we're not taking you. Evan Dodgen says, would also like a breakdown of who we think is available at the 1-7. I mean, this is a great question. Who do I think is available? I mean, let's just pull up the big board here, fellas. I've got it on good authority that TreVeyon Henderson is trending towards being the next pick. If he's not, pretty certain he will be gone by the 1-5. So if we're looking at the 1-7, my hunch is it's a mix of a Caleb Johnson, Quinshon Judkins, Tyler Warren blend there at the 1-7, but you can never be too sure. There are some questionable decision makers involved in a lot of these front office processes. So, the team I'm really wondering about is Garrett Meyer. Him and his buddy Justin Katzen. It's a two-headed snake over there, and sometimes they start dueling with each other. You got to wonder what's going on in that war room. But I guess we shall see. Scatterboo film. We can definitely pull up some Scatterboo film. For all that Scatterboo lacks, the young man's a gamer. He's an absolute gamer. And if you're getting him in the mid to late second, I wouldn't begrudge you. I mean, I'm not saying I'd take him there, but I wouldn't beat you up for it either. I mean, you see what I mean, though? The film looks different. It does. And this is against a ranked opponent as well. It's not the guys Omarion Hampton's dominating against, right? These are legit FBS teams in high-pressure situations where Cam Scatterboo's showing up and showing out. Again, just a man's man. He's just cleaning boots out there, fellas. It's what he does. Again, this is maybe one of the greatest 2-yard runs you'll ever see. I'm just going to run through your fucking face. Huh? Yeah, you can take a seat over here. I'm just going to run through a motherfucker's face at the line of scrimmage. And then I'm going to stand over him. This is what a dog looks like. Okay? No, I didn't see a play like this on Hampton's film. I'm just telling you. I didn't. Take that for what it's worth. Again, Iowa State, another ranked opponent. This isn't North Carolina Central or Eastern Carolina or any of the teams that are playing over there against North Carolina. This is high-level competition. Now, he's slower than molasses coming out of a frozen bottle. Jesus Christ, good luck tackling him in the open field. Yeah, good luck. I mean, this is the knock on him, right? It's the speed. But good Lord, that's a bowling ball running downhill. And I'll be damned if I'm trying to stop it. Again, scoutable out into the flat here. Turns upfield, makes a man miss. Oh, and he's just going to house it. I'm sorry, I've watched a minute and 35 seconds, and I didn't see any of this on Hampton's highlight film. So, fellas, when you're making these picks, you gotta think, like, what does this guy bring to the table, right? He's special. I'm not sure that you could say that Omarion Hampton's film is special. And I think that's part of the issue here. Drafted at the 1-3, but I'm going to stop beating up on the Brandon Lorian. All right, he's got his work cut out for him this year. I'm wishing him luck. We might do a deal in the future. I mean, fellas, Furrow's really, bleeding out this live stream here. We're low on battery. We're low on juice, so probably got a few more minutes. Any final breakdowns? Dylan Gabriel film. Holy shit. That's a snoozer, but we'll put it on. We started calling Dylan Gabriel highlights the lullaby. Dylan the lullaby Gabriel, because this is sure to put you to sleep. But we'll put it on. We'll put it on as requested. This is look. I don't even know what's going to happen on this play, but let's. He's drifting in the pocket. Just sort of a Hail Mary here to Tej Johnson. I guess, I'll take it. If you're taking in the 4th round and you want Shedeur Sanders back up, you need a Shedeur Sanders handcuff, this might be your guy. All right, Dylan Gabriel sets. Look, I'll tell you this. He's got some good velocity on the ball. Now, this young man here who caught this ball in the back of the end zone, Trayshawn Holden, undrafted free agent, went to the Dallas Cowboys. I'm not giving out freebies, fellas, but if he's not on your UDFA board, if he's not a player that you're considering spending a couple dollars a fab on, you might want to reconsider. Okay, that's all I'm saying. You might want to reconsider. Again, we're watching Dylan Gabriel highlights. It's not too much to see here, but again, you'll hit a wide open Tej Johnson on a post route against UCLA, a 4-win team. Ashton Genty's Boise State. What are these guys? The Broncos here. They almost gave Oregon a run for their money early on in the year, but again, Dylan Gabriel is he's a guy I guess you could consider late in the 4th. Now this is interesting. How much of this are we going to get at the next level? Because that's a 50-yard touchdown run. That's he is 5'10". But, it's week 13. Sanders is down with a sore right hand. Whispers of a Deion Sanders are getting thrown around in that front office, that coaching room. You got to wonder, does Dylan Gabriel have some sort of trade bait upside in the NFL to a Miami Dolphins, maybe a Tampa Bay, a team that thrives with a smaller quarterback? You got to wonder. Again, we're watching. This was requested by the chat. It's Dylan Gabriel highlights, fellas. I'm sorry. I get it. Apparently, they play this at Guantanamo Bay as a form of torture. So do with that what you will. But yeah, he's a good player, I guess. He's a good player. The pick is in. I apologize, I'm late, fellas. The pick is in, and at the 1.4, Noah Furrow goes Cam Ward. Holy shit. That'll shake up your big board, won't it? Why not? Positional value, Cam Ward. No, holy shit. There's a hurricane going on. Give me a second, fellas. Give me a second. Golly. Golly, fellas. All right, I'm back. Gazebo almost blew over. But at the 1.4, Noah Furrow goes with positional value over everything, PVOE, and he takes Cameron Ward, signal caller out of Miami. Now, Cam Ward started his career over at ICW, Incarnate Ward college in South Texas. Made his way over to Washington State. Got 5th round, 6th round projections last year. Decided to go back for a senior year and absolutely set the ACC on fire. Fellas, that's a home run pick. That is an absolute home run pick. Now, I know some of you are worried about landing spot. Fuck a landing spot, huh? Why don't we get the best guy on the board? And this is what winning teams do. They draft winning players, all right? And we've seen teams already in the first part of this draft avoid this strategy, which is certainly interesting. Cam Ward here against Florida, game 1, just an absolute seed over the middle of the goddamn field. I mean, this guy can throw into the teeth of the defense like nobody's business. Again, Restrepo. I got to wonder, is Furrow targeting his running mate and Xavier Restrepo? Ward rolls out here, flips the shoulders. Just another seed into the back of the end zone, man. This young man here is a gamer. He's talented. Some people might have him over a Caleb Williams in terms of just raw ability. And here's the second part of this. I'm hearing he has no rushing upside. I'm not sure if that's true. I could see a little bit of this happening. He'll put his body on the line for the team. Fellas, we're going to take this inside. It's turning into a tropical storm out here in sunny Scottsdale, Arizona. But Cam Ward at the 1-4, this is a ball knower's pick. So, congratulations. You guys got your franchise quarterback. And, I love the pick. Taking this bad boy inside, fellas. All right, just give me a moment. Again, Restrepo, back shoulder, wheel route. It's phenomenal. Bear with us. We'll get a little bit deeper into Cam Ward here, no diddy. In just a moment. Got to get this bad boy on a charger. We're back, fellas. We are back. You gotta wonder what's taking the commish so long here. And Cam Ward highlights are just absolute cinema. Alrighty. Bear with me, fellas. All right, we're back. Let me change the share. Hold on here. Hold on. There we go. Board's back on the clock. What's the commish doing here at the 1-5, huh? Getting a little itchy, huh? We're waiting to see something happen. For a guy who was whispering about, I don't want to throw out any names. There's some whispers of fines being going or given out, but for a guy who was sure of what he was doing at the 1-5, he sure is bleeding this clock a bit, huh? Gonna let this thing run down to 0 before making a pick. We back. Alrighty, what do we got, fellas, huh? Any film requests in the chat? We're breaking down film. We're breaking down the big board. Many are calling me the Black Todd McShay. I'll take it. Again, guys, this Cam Ward pick pushed a lot of talent down the board that might not have been there in your mock drafts. And that's what, a lot of you guys are big mock draft guys. I'm hearing whispers of a Garrett Meyer doing something like 250 plus mock drafts since January. Again, I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to commentate on it, really. So curious though, what do you Stephen Dillon requesting some T-Mac film. We can do. Holy shit! The pick is in. The pick is in, and Justin Locklear takes Tetaroa McMillan, wide receiver out of Arizona. And Evan Dodgen is now on the clock. Now, we will most certainly. Oh, well, it's perfect timing. Hold on. T-Mac. Tet McMillan. What do we got here? What do we got? Yep. All righty. I mean, again, a 6'5" guy that can move. He's throwing the ball between his legs. A lot of people were overthinking a Tet McMillan, okay? And I'm here to tell you there's no need. There's absolutely no need to overthink this. This is Mike Evans, reincarnated into the body of a Polynesian man. And again, this is just him saying, I'm better than you, really, at the end of the day. I mean, this is a first rounder, guys. This is a first rounder. You got to wonder, what are some of these teams thinking who are passing on these guys? Oh, Evan Dodgen. Evan Dodgen's got a video coming, an absolute gem, I'm sure. We're excited to see it. It's been 30 minutes. We've gotten 3 picks in. All right, it's hard. Trying to keep you engaged. I'm getting active trade deals. I'm getting active trade deals in real time. Just know that. I get Tetaroa McMillan at the 1.5. That's called value. That's called players on a discount, POD. All right? That's what you want to be searching for in this draft. You want POD, players on a discount. And Justin Locklear got one. I'm having some Joe, a glass of Joe this morning. I'm trying to get my wits about me here for this 1-7. Travion Henderson is still on the board. Holy shit. I think if he falls, fellas, how far will he fall? That is the question. Don't be surprised if I take 2 of these workhorses off the board. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. We're here at the 1-6. Evan Dodgen is about 2 minutes into this pick, and you got to wonder, is he shopping it around? Does he have a guy in mind? We shall see. We shall see. But again, Tetaroa McMillan, just a great pick here. Just a great pick. If you're wondering about his ability to love the game, to show up consistently, I wouldn't worry too much about that. He's a guy who shows up on Sunday. All right, he's an SOS guy. Show up on Sunday. And again, he's used to playing with quarterbacks under 6 feet. So Bryce Young's found his running mate in Carolina. Tet McMillan, wide receiver at Arizona, 6'5", former 5-star athlete, volleyball player. The guy's just what you need at the wide receiver position. Reliability, huh? That's what he is. Nice little return route. Again, he's 6'5", guys. Scramble drills, he's right there for you. So you got to think Team Locklear's gotten an absolute gamer on their hands. And you wonder now, what becomes the strategy moving forward? Is he trading McMillan? Is he going positional value, POV? Is he going, BPA? What's his drafting strategy? That's what we're trying to get to. And there's whispers of a Kyle Lark sort of, funneling his way around the back end of this draft, seeing if he can't get from 112 to 110. There's whispers of these things. I don't know who said it. I just, I heard it from a bird. So we're going to see what happens at the back end of this draft. But I'll tell you one thing. I don't think consensus had many of these running backs falling the way they've been falling so far. And with Cam Ward and Tetaroa McMillan off the board here at 1-6, some might think there are some blue chippers. Stephen Dillon says Judkins greater than Henderson. It's certainly a take, Steph. That is certainly a take, brother. Who's to say? Who's to say? But he might be there when you're picking the way this board is coming together, man. That's certainly possible. This is a great time to advertise the 2.1, fellas. If you want the 2.1, it is for sale. You can get into that pick. You're going to have to give up something that's meaningful. I hate to be the bearer of bad news here, but that is probably what's going to have to happen. But if you want it, come get it. That's what we're saying. And we're still waiting. We're still waiting here. You got to wonder what's Evan Dodgen thinking. I mean, he's setting time on fire over there. It's interesting. I wonder if he's dialing in trades. We don't know. We don't know. It's pretty clear, though, steal of the draft so far has been Travis Hunter, right? At the 1-2, I mean, again, it's hard for me to get over that pick. I'm getting a couple calls. Might be about that 2-1. Holy shit, huh? All right, I won't expose who's reached out to me, but there's been some interest regarding the 201. Guys, if you want the pick, come get it. All right. Let me get back to you here, brother. Let me see what you got. We're gonna dial in a potential trade here on video. Let me see what this anonymous owner's team has for me here, who is interested in potentially acquiring the 2-1. Twang is in the chat. Twanger is in the chat. But fellas, if you're interested in the 2-1, like I said, man, it is for sale. So I can get you a deal. It might not be a good deal, but a deal is a deal, and that's what I can get you here for the 2-1. Let me see what I can dial up here. I'm really curious. I'm replying to one of you guys now. Probably get it done. We will see if this goes through. I mean, I'm getting inquiries about a couple of these picks that I have in the first round. I want you guys to know I most certainly want these picks. So if you want them as well, you're gonna have to offer me something sweet, something that's hard to resist. And I'm looking at how this board's falling, guys. Depending on how this next pick comes off the board here, that pick's price is just climbing and climbing and climbing. So let's see what happens. I'll tell you one thing. Kyle Lark might actually get a running back at 112, fellas, and that was not on my bingo card for this draft. So do with that what you will, but Kyle Lark's sitting pretty here so far in the first part of this round. I'm not sure if there's a bigger winner in this draft so far than a Kyle Lark, a guy who's traded all the way back to 112, acquired an A.J. Brown throughout this process, and you wonder if he can get his guy at running back. I mean, was this the guru of the draft? Was this the guy who won the draft, so to speak? We shall see, but it's certainly looking like so far Kyle Lark's got a beat on this thing that a lot of us may or may not have had. Haven't seen Nick Friedel pop up here in the draft window in a bit. You got to wonder, what's going through Nick Friedel's head. The pressure's on here. This is year 2 for Nick Friedel. Is a guy who drafted really well last year. Again, Brock Bowers, Malik Neighbors, Tyrone Tracy in the 29th round, wherever it was. This Nick Friedel has his work cut out for him here, though, sitting here at the 110. And again, Evan Dodgen setting time on fire this morning. Oh, finally. Holy shit, huh? Why not take my guy, Ev? Why not? I didn't want him anyways. The 1-7, guys. This is an expensive pick still. Do you want it? Let's see how long it takes me to make up my mind on this pick. Might not be very long. I'm going to let a couple calls come through. If you want this pick, all you got to do is dial up a couple digits, fellas. And the pick is in. All right, Evan Dodgen takes TreVeyon Henderson, running back out of Ohio State, an absolute workhorse, playmaker in the open field. Now you wonder, is Evan Dodgen going to be, the comeback manager of the year? This is on the table for him, certainly. And at 1.6, TreVeyon Henderson's hard to pass up on, man. I mean, that's a bombshell waiting to happen. We're waiting on Evan's video. I wonder if Evan jump on the live stream here, explain the pick to us. We shall see. Oh, here it is. Hold on. Evan Dodgen's pick is in. Oh, this is a beauty.
With the number 6 overall pick, the Newmarket Dynasty Draft, Genty's jurisdiction goes with TreVeyon Henderson, running back.
What a steal of a pick. I mean, what a fucking steal of a pick here by Evan Dodgen, huh? This is a guy who's been beating up mock draft boards for about an hour and a half before this goddamn draft, and it's showing, fellas. It's showing. He was ready to go. All righty, 1-7. It's been about a minute. Phone hasn't rang. Tyler says Evan Dodgen is having a hell of a draft. He's having a draft and a half. If you guys have been sleeping on Genty's jurisdiction, I would implore you to wake up, because he's putting on a show in the early rounds of this year draft. Look, guys, I've got my guy. So I'm going to go ahead and take him off the board here. Again, you guys have let a little bit too much time run off the clock. There's not anybody who's needy enough for this pick to make me sell it. So at the 1.7, the $1 million Miltons are going to go ahead and take running back out of Ohio State, Quinshon Judkins, off the board. Now, look, this pick speaks for itself, fellas. It's a fucking home run pick. Kyle Lark's now you wonder what the temperature is in the Lark house, okay? Because Kyle Lark was just a minute ago. TreVeyon Henderson and Quinshon Judkins were available at the 1.6, 1.7. It looked like Evan might surely go maybe Tyler Warren, maybe Mekhi Book. Nope. Punches Lark right in the gut, and he takes TreVeyon Henderson. This board just got a lot more interesting. The 1.9 is available. Kyle Lark, if you're out there, brother, I know you want it. Noah Furrow in here with a bit of insider information. What do we got? Heard the J-Cat Meyer dual ownership is causing. What I've heard about the J-Cat Meyer war room, if I exposed what I know about that war room, I think the league would look a little bit differently at what Meyer's considering building over there in sunny Santa Monica, California. But I'm not going to punch down on Meyer's team today, guys. It's not who I am. All right. It's not who I am, but I will call it how I see it. And right now I do wonder about the state of that war room. All right. I do. I don't think they have a first round pick. They've got an aging Lamar Jackson. They were throwing around Hollywood Brown for 2027 first. Guys, this isn't my doing. Okay. I'm just communicating what's happening in real time. And it's interesting to see. But I am wondering, Noah Furrow and Garrett Meyer had a sit down yesterday, pre-draft sit down, a little friendly pizza and IPA kind of night. So I'm wondering what kind of secrets were exchanged. And I'm wondering when that information will hit the airways. But again, what I don't want to get overshadowed here is that Quinshon Judkins at the 1.7 is a fucking home run and a half, guys. That's what it is. And I'm surprised Kyle Lark hasn't called me to come up on that 1.9. And I'm getting some offers. I'm getting some compelling offers. Wow. There's a really compelling offer on my table here. Let me run some simulations behind closed doors. And I will be getting back to these owners here who have inquired about these picks. Let me just punch these in. Let me just go ahead and punch them in. Keep Trade Cut has been, put under a lot of scrutiny in this draft process. But guys, I mean, it's one data point of many to consider in your process. So keep that in mind. All right. Wowza! I think we might have a deal here. Whoever just sent me that, I'm not trying to expose who you are on the airways here, but I think we might have a deal. Think we might have a blockbuster in the works here. Guys, if this one goes through, I'm just saying, some of you guys at the tail end of this draft might be getting a little antsy. All right, I'm just saying. This could really change the shape of the league. And again, Evan Dodgen accumulating draft capital. This is his third pick of the first round. He hasn't missed yet, at least not on paper. Again, if we look back through this process for Evan, it's been turbulent, but he's here now, and he's gone. He's gone after players and talent in a major way. Ashton Jeanty at the 1-1, followed up by TreVeyon Henderson at the 1-6. I've got it on good authority that this is Tyler Warren. Again, that's not from him. That's what I'm getting out of the ether, fellas. And so we're sitting here waiting. Again, Dodgen likes to set a little time on fire. He's no stranger to the waiting game. And I've got it, I've got a couple of owners around the league that I think might also be inquiring about this 1.8. We shall see what happens with it. Riley Gary's popped into this draft room a few times. I've seen that green dot show itself, and I'm wondering, is Riley Gary going to make a move here, right? His team's old. Riley Gary's team might be playing games at the San Ramon Senior Center by March of next year. So you got to wonder, is Riley Gary itching to get some young talent here in this draft? We don't know. We do not know until we see what happens. Again, Nick Friedel, another manager here. Like I said, a lot of pressure building on the Friedel household. This season, he did secure Malik Neighbors, Brock Bauer. I mean, he's got some blue chippers over there. So does Nick Friedel get aggressive? Maybe does he sell the pick? Does he believe in what he already has? We don't know yet. We shall see. Evan Dodgen, again, just no stranger to setting time on fire. And there's a trade that's come across my board, fellas. A compelling trade. Very compelling trade. I'm going to look at it. And this, oh my Lord. Oh my Lord, fellas. Oh my God. Absolute blockbuster. Absolute blockbuster. Oh, no. There's no more murmurs, Justin L. There's action that I can confirm here that's come across my table that's extremely intriguing. It's going to be hard for me not to take this. You know who you are. You just sent this. Give me a moment. Let me just punch a couple things into a calculator really quickly. And we could see something shaking up this draft board here in a matter of moments. In a matter of moments. Wow. Evan Dodgen, feel free to make this pick anytime, brother. Anytime. Because I just got something that's nasty. Wow. Not sure how the league's going to respond to this home run I'm about to hit here, but we shall see. Good Lord. Oh, wow. The pick is in. Evan Dodgen takes wide receiver Ohio State Emeka Egbuka, playmaker for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, it's a crowded wide receiver room, but this is one of those prospects. You plant the seed and you let it flower. Now, I've got a blockbuster on my hands here, fellas. Oh, we've got a blockbuster on my hands. But I'm looking at how this board fell. And I know who needs what out there. So I want to give a couple more. I'm gonna give a couple more minutes for some picks to come through. Kyle Lark, you better go ahead and start sending some picks around, brother, because I'm not sure your guy's making it to you where you're picking. We've got a couple owners. Got a couple owners in here right now blowing up my line. I might have to wreck the league with this one, fellas. I mean, this is a game changer for my team, my organization. But the question is, do I pass on a generational talent to secure, deferred draft capital? It's something to consider, boys. This is tough. I'm gonna counter a trade that I was sent. Ooh, that's interesting. Man, this is compelling. Wow. Boys, give me a moment here. I'm just working through some things in my war room. I've got a big one on the table, but I'm surprised Kyle Lark or Nick Friedel is not considering jumping into this position. I can see Friedel's on here now. He's waiting. He's just thinking, oh my God, is my guy here? Friedel, I'm telling you, the only way to ensure your guy is here is to come and get the 1.9, because I've got some deals on the table that are hard to turn down. And if you don't come and get this pick, man, I'm just saying, I can't guarantee that your guy's there. I'm going to give you a second to cook something up, and then I'm going to go ahead and make the move that you guys have all been waiting for. Meanwhile, I'm thinking, what's going on in the commissioner's war room, huh? I mean, you see a guy like myself sitting here not too worried. You got to wonder, where does the confidence come from? He went 3-25 last year. How is he so sure of what he's doing? I'm building a fucking juggernaut over here. If that's not clear to you, wake the fuck up. All right? Wake up. Kyle Lark, again, I was patting your back earlier, but got to put a foot in your ass, bud. You better come and get one of these picks, man, because I'm just saying, talent will be coming off the board quick, fast, and in a hurry here. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. I think it's time to do it. No other picks have been suggested. It's fair enough, boys. Good luck getting your guy on the open market. All right, I'm gonna make some deals really quickly. Hold on, give me a moment. Give me a moment. This one might shake up the league, boys. Okay, hold on. Just bear with me. Okay. Here we go. Counter. I am submitting a trade here now. And this one's sure to shake the league up if it goes through. We shall see. Holy shit. This guy's got draft capital next year. All right. Bear with me here, fellas. We almost got this in. 2 9 20 1 Hold on. What's happening here? Bear with us, boys. It's a great day to be great. Absolutely agree with you. Oh, I see what's happened here. Oh, no. All right. Well. Oh, this is a tough one. No need to manually set this one. No help here. Just deliberating. I'll get this pick in about 30 seconds. Hold on. I'm just running some mental models here. Give me one moment. Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't take this trade. I should take it. I really should, but I'm not going to. I'm going to go with my guy, Caleb Johnson, running back at Iowa. I'm taking positional value at this one, guys. Not the best player on my board. That might come back to haunt me. But I think this pick's worth a little bit more on the open market than I'm getting offered. Let's see what happens. Nick Friedel is in. Does he tighten? Oh, wow. Sorry, Kyle Lark. I told you this would happen, brother. I told you this would happen. I did. And it did. The thing is, I can still trade trade these players, guys. If that's the player you wanted, come get him. Come get him. Come and get him. War room in shambles. I don't think so. I do not think so. You got to wonder, who does Kyle Lark go here, though? Is he thinking Tyler Warren? Tyler Warren at the 112 would be a hell of a fucking discount. I'll tell you that. Oh. Again, all my picks are available, fellas. This right here is an interesting pick. And again, you got to wonder, where is Kyle Lark's mind at right now? Oh, and another one. And another deal has crossed the pipeline. Fellas, go ahead and send him in. I'll evaluate him. What is the price? I mean, can you put a price on greatness, fella? This is, I mean, can you put a let's see what I'm getting offered here. Uh-oh. See, a lot of you guys are funny, man. You want to get talented players, but you don't want to give them up. It's quite interesting. Does Tyler Warren fall to me at the 2-1? Does Kyle Lark completely throw us for a loop here? I mean, you got to wonder. Kyle Lark is looking at a Cam Scatabo or Bashal Tootin addition to that RB room. That's, guys, I don't know what to say here about that. But I don't think he came into the draft thinking that would be the case. Again, brother Lark, I love you. And if you're interested in a Caleb Johnson, if you think that's a guy who can make an impact on your team, maybe get you over the hump here, I'm a call away, brother. I'm a call away. This has turned into a great channel to advertise all the picks that I have. So again, fellas, I'll just remind you: the 2-1, the 3-8, the 3-9. Do we have any Deegans out here itching for a 4-2? Because I've got one. If you need one of these picks, if you're looking at your team and it's just not quite what you thought it would be, if you reached on a guy at the 1.3, and took a position that you really questionably could or could not afford, call me. I can help you get out of these situations. I've got talent for sale. Guys, it's not rocket science. Shoot me a deal. RJ Harvey, running back, Denver, goes 110. Nick Friedel is calling a shot here. We can pull up some RJ Harvey tape. Phenomenal player. But he's a 25-year-old running back who's 5'9" and 220 pounds, guys. I mean, yeah, this could all go up in flames here. I'm being honest. All right, let's not forget what we're talking about. We are talking about a 5'9", 220-pound running back getting over 500 carries in the last 2 years. Would I take him at 110? Who knows? Wouldn't you rather have Caleb Johnson, though? It's a better question. Anyways, see what RJ Harvey's going to bring to this franchise. Let's see what he's got. Okay, we got a little guard tackle pull, little gap scheme. And RJ Harvey's just going to make a guy. But again, fellas, I got to point this out. This isn't Clemson. This is Sam Houston State. Okay, so don't fuck it. He's 5'8". He's listed at 5'8", 205. Let's just be honest, fellas. If I got the basketball against this guy in the post, he would be getting humiliated. But thankfully, he's playing running back. So at 5'9", maybe he can carry the load for one of these teams. Like he's been drafted to out in Denver, but you got to start to wonder. 200 carries a year, 5'9", it starts to add up quick. But this is what you're getting with RJ Harvey. You're getting a guy that's hard to bring down on the first attempt. Okay, you're getting a gamer, and you're getting some of that. That's a little bit of juice. Again, in the first round, a guy's picked in the third. That's hey, you're calling your shot, Friedel. I'm in no position to question his war room. All right, he took Malik Neighbors and Brock Bowers. But I can tell you this. I can tell you this much. Hold on. You're not going to get this in the league, boys. Wide open wheel route. I mean, this is Colorado's secondary. This is a Swiss cheese secondary. I mean, it's a complete mismatch. You never want to find yourself in this position as a linebacker. And save this note for your turkey bowls, boys. If you're playing man coverage and your back is completely turned, it's not a good sign. It's not. RJ Harvey, I don't anticipate too much of this in the league, but he did kind of outpace a Travis Hunter here. Interesting. Good thing this guy will be playing wide receiver for my team. Not DB. All right. Again, it's Sam Houston State. I'm not gonna act like he's playing against the Philadelphia Eagles, but you got to like what you're seeing on tape. I'll give you that. Oh my God. Now this is what you hope to see at the next level. A little bit of gimme and go. See ya, Jimmy and Joe. There he is. Fucking X and an O. That's RJ Harvey into the end zone to up the score. And again, you're seeing a lot of this wildcat usage. You wonder, does Sean Payton sprinkle that in over there in Denver? And Kyle Lark, it looked great on paper early when you were trading for A.J. Brown and you were doing all these things. But now you're sitting here at the 112 and in a position of need, there's not much value on the board. So Kyle Lark, if you're out there, brother, I've got a Band-Aid. It's an expensive Band-Aid, but it'll stop the bleeding. So just go ahead and give me a call, your boy Fleet, and we can get something done, brother. And those of you who sent me trades to come up and make that pick, look, you can get the player. You can come and get the player. If you want the player,
Send me an offer. Hold on. Get the guy. I'm not going to expose what I just saw, but again, bullshit. If you're sending me bullshit, see, Kyle Lark's over here. Now he's trying to play the mind. You were questioning his value at 110, and you think I should have traded to 109 to get it. It's not what I'm saying, brother. But I am saying this. You've been making some moves to compete right away in this here league, and you got to wonder, with an aging wide receiver core, with an aging roster, how urgent is your decision-making process in this draft? And if you're moving with the type of urgency that I think you have, I think you're going to come up and get this guy. Go ahead, send me a trade, man. Send me a trade. You might be able to get him. It's not too late. It's certainly not too late. But again, if maybe you want a Bishal Tootin, maybe you want a Cam Scatabo. I don't know. I'll let you decide. It is your team. Wow. I mean, there's some talent out there, boys. There's certainly some talent on the board. You got to wonder. What decision-making processes are going on in that war room over there in Disco Bay for Team Locklear. I mean, he's burning time. You don't have Harvey. That's true. I do not have the 5'9", 205-pound running back at a UCF who has amassed 500 carries in the last 2 seasons. That part you were right about. I don't have him. I have Caleb Johnson, the 21-year-old, 6'1", 225-pound running back with far less usage on his body. But again, we all value different things. We all value different characteristics in players. And, if you want a bell cow who's coming in with a little bit of tread off the tires already, maybe RJ Harvey at 110 is your guy. I won't begrudge you for it. But that's certainly a decision I'll let you make. We're getting a request for some Matthew Golden highlights. Holy shit. Yeah, I can put on a lullaby for you. We can do Matthew Golden. Now, the athletic profile is significant. The athletic profile is legitimate, but for me, it's the tape, guys. We can go through this whole fucking charade of, well, he ran this and he measured at that, but when I put on the tape, did you stand out? Were you a difference maker? Right? In other words, if I put you on my team, are you a guy who is a show up on Sunday kind of guy, right? Or are you just, a jack, just a guy? And I'm sorry, this doesn't look like 4.2 speed to me. It just doesn't. We're playing Colorado State here, and we're going to get ran down by let's just call him a fair-skinned safety, fellas. I don't know what to tell you, but I can tell you that number 11 is not the type of athlete you're going to be seeing in the NFL. And he doesn't look like he's running 4.2 here against Colorado State. I question his value in this draft, if I'm honest. Again, we're talking about Colorado State, fellas. All right. Arrow route, man beater. I'll take it. Let's see what we got on this one. Little sit route over the middle of the field. I mean, look, if you're comping him to Steph Diggs, I think that's an interesting choice. Yeah, again, Turf Monster gets him here. I mean, this is a first-round athlete. You guys tell me. I don't know. What do I know? Whoa, big trade going down. Good call out here. Hold on. What just happened? The trade has been completed. Holy. Oh. Gushing farting goes Tyrone Tracy in the 310 in exchange for the 210 and 311. Nick Friedel, what the fuck? have given you a better deal than that, brother. Are you serious? Are you out of your mind, guy? You off your rocker? Nick Friedel, shame on you. You didn't want to send that to me as many, oh my God, and another one, a banger. Holy shit. Justin Locklear takes Drake London and the 2-7 for DeMonte Smith in the 1-5. All righty. You gotta wonder, was the whole Locklear championship, was that all smoke and mirrors? Was that luck? Did he find himself on the right side of variance? Time will tell. But that one was not on my bingo card. And again, Kyle Lark finds himself in the same position here, waiting on the world to change at the back end of this draft. I mean, again, it seems like everybody but Kyle Lark has had a chance to get their guy. And I wonder now here at the 112, does Kyle Lark get aggressive and go after a playmaker? I don't know. Trading RJ Harvey doesn't seem like that's a feasible solution anymore now that Nick Friedel has dealt Tyrone Tracy. So, Kyle, again, this all comes back to Caleb Johnson, brother. He is available. He is an acquirable asset for you. He's in your price range. You could come and get him. You could come and get him right now. Will you do it? We don't know. And again, I think my MVP of this first round so far is Evan Dodgen. I mean, Ashton Jeanty, Travion Henderson, and Emeka Egbuka. Fellas, that's a masterclass that he's put forth, an absolute masterclass. And I just like where his mind's at with these players. Okay, I like where his mind's at. I like what he's doing. Nick Friedel, I'm never going to forgive you for trading Tyrone Tracy for that, because I had value I could have given you. I had serious value I could have given you, but you wanted to go make a deal with the devil. You dance with the devil long enough, you might bring him home with you, Friedel, and we'll see if the chicken comes to roost for your team this year. Meanwhile, I'm wondering what Stephen Dillon has queued up over there in that war room. And I have to absolutely love that trade for Tyler Huang. I mean, he basically gave up a Chico stick and string cheese for an RB2 with, I believe, RB1 upside. He's a pass catcher. There's shades of Le'Veon Bell in his game as a receiving threat. You got to remember, he's a converted receiver. And so you're looking at Tyler Huang's team and lineup this year, and he just got some serious value. I'm sending feelers while on stream. It's been an hour into the stream, fellas. It's been an outstanding stream so far. We've gotten some guys who've come in here and really let their nuts hang. Again, Noah Furrow. I love what you're building, man. I love what you're building. I love that you went with your guy here. You didn't get swindled into all the hype. You didn't get swindled into all the clout. You didn't take too much outside noise into your process. And you went after a guy that you knew was fit for your team, man. I love what you're building. I love what you're about. But again, the Kyle Larks, I mean, like, I keep seeing this cycle. The Kyle Larks of the world, you're kind of in no man's land here. Call me up, brother. I got a solution. All right. This is a world of problems and solutions. And I got a solution, fair market value. And we could get something done before the end of this round. You can get your guy, Kyle. If you come and you work with me, I can get you into some talent. All right. I can get you into some talent at a fair price in almost no time. Let's see who else here who has made some serious moves in this draft. I mean, Tyler Huang. This is a guy who didn't have a pick in the first round, and yet he might have acquired the most value in the first round of this draft. Nick Friedel, RJ Harvey at the 110. If this hits, it's a home run. Although if it doesn't, he may have nuked his team. Again, we'll see. We'll see. And again, you gotta wonder, what is Justin Locklear doing over there? I mean, this guy is bleeding the clock. Absolutely bleeding the clock. Garrett Myers, he's sending out some interesting feelers over the course of the last week. I'll take it from the chat. Who here would be interested in receiving Hollywood Brown in a 210 for a 2027 first? Do I have anybody who would bite on that? Anybody in the chat interested in that exchange of value? Just curious. Justin Locklear, again, still on the clock. Almost 20 minutes have gone by. It's funny, man. It's funny. 20 minutes to make a pick. I mean, no amount of mock drafts could prepare you for the real thing, right? I mean, that's the nature of this game. That's the nature of this sport. And Kyle, I don't know if there's anyone right now sweating harder than Kyle Lark right now. I mean, Kyle Lark's chair has been going through more chaos than the south side of Chicago. I mean, God, it's been an hour and 20 minutes, and this guy still does not have a startable running back that he's acquired. You got to wonder. Hold on here, boys. I'm going to step out for just a moment. Give me a second. I'll be right back. All right, we're back, boys. Couldn't expose what I had going on. Trust and believe it was important. Not too many people like the offers I've been sending out. I get it. We all want to be the shot caller. We all want to have our way, but it's just not possible. It's just not. Gearing up for a rainstorm over here in sunny Scottsdale, Arizona. Perfect weather for this draft. Oh, I'm getting intel that this pick here at the 111 might be getting shopped around. I mean, you didn't want to call me? You didn't want to call me, Kamish? See what I had to offer you? Come on. Let me send a feeler. See what the Kamish has cooking up here, huh? And again, this all comes back to Caleb Johnson at the 1-9. I mean, that has completely sent this draft into a whirlwind. Locklear's been on the phone for what feels like an eternity. Kyle Lark is he's doing Kyle Lark things. Again, a guy who I was very bullish on around pick 5. And I got to say, I'm not as confident that he's going to have the chops here or the talent to make the moves he needs to acquire the players that are going to push his team over the edge. And at the 2-1, you got to start to look at that pick like, God damn, that's holding some good value. I mean, right? I mean, it's the one. Some people call it the 2-1. I call it the 113, guys. I mean, that's what I call it. So if you're sending me bullshit offers for it, you're most likely going to get a bullshit answer from me. It just is what it is. I'm going to remind you guys, the 113 is open. The You call it the 2-1, you call it the 113. Glass half full, glass half empty. It depends on who's there. I'll tell you what, if Tyler Warren's there, that is the 113, boys. Don't leave him to me. He will be gone. It would be great if Sleeper could show you the teams in the league. I'm just going to remind you guys of the talent distribution in this league so far. Okay? Let's just go team by team real quick, and let's remind what brother Kyle Lark might be interested in picking up here in Caleb Johnson. Okay, so we've got Josh Allen. Again, he's on a big contract. He's 26, 27 years old. We're starting to get to that point where the rushing upside starts. I'm just saying, statistically, the rushing upside starts to wane a bit. Then you look at a guy like Aaron Jones. Is that who you want to start? I don't know, fellas. And the way he's constructed this team, aging talent all over the place. Two youngest players in a starting roster, Jake Ferguson and Bo Nix. Bo Nix is the 25, 26-year-old guy in his second year. So, again, it seems like he's young, but he's not. Deebo Samuel struggling with weight issues. I mean, I'm just saying, Brother Lark is in a win-now situation, and I'm surprised he has not offered me a trade for Caleb Johnson. Genty's jurisdiction, I mean, he's replaced two missing in action prospects and Tyler Etienne and Isaiah Pacheco with two just absolute blue chippers in Ashton Genty and Travion Henderson. Harry Bushwhacker. This is a guy who has got an interesting way of building teams. I guess I'll go with that. Again, he's got Rico Dowdell. He's got James Cook. Hold on. Noah Furrow just cut a player. Could he be acquiring another pick here soon? Gushing Farting released Kamani Vidal. If there's anybody interested in the Kamani Vidal business, he's now a free agent. All right. So if you were thinking, Kamani Vidal, hoping to get some Kamani Vidal shares, they're currently free on the open market. I'm going to be honest, guys. I think Gushing Farting has made some incredible moves, but I'm worried about the Harry Bushwhacker himself. Jaden Reed, Sam Laporta, Cooper Kupp, Keenan Allen, Rico Dowdell. I'm being honest, guys. This is an interesting predicament to find yourself in. Bub Means, he's got a roster spot for a Bub Means, for Brendan Rice. Holy shit. The pick is in. Oh. Team Locklear goes tight end out of Penn State, converted quarterback, Tyler Warren. That's value, boys. That's value. A lot of people had him in that 1.7, 1.9 range, and he just went at the 111. Team Locklear took about 30 minutes to make that pick. And you got to wonder, does he even believe in the pick? I don't know. We shall see. But it does put Kyle Lark into a precarious position here at the 112. You got to wonder, what has this board fallen how Kyle Lark would have anticipated? Don't know, but I'll tell you who is available on the trade market. It's running back out of Iowa, Caleb Johnson. All right. See, about an hour ago, Caleb Johnson at the 1.9 was hard. Was a hard move to make. I can almost guarantee you, every manager and their mother would make that trade or pick at this point, especially if they were starting Aaron Jones. But we shall see. It's just where we are. And there's still some serious talent left on this board, fellas. There really is. And at the 2-1, you got to wonder, You got to wonder what I've got up my sleeve there with the 113, excuse me. Jackson Dart could slide here. If you're a quarterback needy team, I'm just letting you know that the 26th pick to the New York Giants, Jackson Dart, quarterback out of Ole Miss, he might slide. He might pull up Jackson Dart highlights, huh? I'll tell you one thing. This guy's haircut is fucking phenomenal. And so if nothing else, you're getting a dude with a sweet do and a rocket arm. I've got a feeling he could find his way into a couple starts this year. Who knows? You know, who knows what he might be able to do with a Malik. Oh my God, with a Malik Neighbors at his disposal. Just a post route to Antoine Juice Wells, about a 50-yard seed. Antoine Juice Wells had 5 touchdowns in that game, fellas. Someone had to throw him the ball. Again, Trey Harris coming in making plays. Again, another Trey Harris stiff arm to the dome, to the cranium. I mean, if you're a QB needy team, if you're, I know Garrett Myers hopped up on Caleb Williams, but guys, as somebody who had the shares in the Caleb Williams business, I can tell you it's a volatile industry. It's an industry that's hard to wrap your head around. And if you're looking at Jackson Dart there, mid to late second, I'm just telling you, it's something you got to consider. I mean, just an athlete at the end of the day. You saw what Bo Nix did. He's not as polished as Bo, but he's younger. He's an athlete. Again, sweet do. Yeah, like this is what fantasy football is about. Someone's going to overpay for this guy, and I'm going to love it. It's going to push some talent down the board for me. I'm trying to sell him to you now. Jackson Dart, if you're quarterback needy, come get this guy. I'm not taking him, so you should. Trey Harris, I keep seeing that name. We keep seeing that name. Keep seeing this Trey Harris guy just make plays. And that's what you got, when you're breaking down film. We came here for Jackson Dart, but the one guy I keep seeing is Trey Harris, man. I just keep seeing him pop up on this film. If you're in the Trey Harris business, just letting you know. Ooh, Noah Furrow talking Browns QB room. Let's talk it, Furrow. I've got Shedeur Sanders. All right, come on, fellas. Hey, Dylan Gabriel. I've got Shedeur Sanders getting in there. I see, maybe week 7, week 8, the Browns are 3-5. We're getting okay. Sorry, guy. I'll refrain from showing any more mid-second rounders. I got you. But I've got Shedeur Sanders. Week 8, he gets in there. Week 8, he gets in there. They're 3-5. He guts out a win against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Maybe Aaron Rodgers never got there. Maybe he's banged up. Maybe him and Caleb Johnson are dueling it out. And all of a sudden, Shedeur Sanders, 4th quarter, 2 minutes left, puts together a game-winning drive. And fellas, he puts the ice in your face. I mean, come on. That's all we need. He's leading the league in rookie jersey sales. This is a no-brainer. Shedeur Sanders is going to be the starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns come week 8. And if you're pushing Dylan Gabriel misinformation, come on, guys. He's 5'10", $180. Dylan Gabriel will be teaching 3-step drops over at Monta Vista by the end of next year. It is. I don't make the rules, guys. And again, you got Kyle Lark now burning this clock. I'm just saying, he had a lot to say to me a couple minutes ago when I offered him Caleb Johnson as if he knew something I didn't. He asked me, you were questioning his value at the 110 and think I should have traded to the 1.9 to get him? Well, enlighten me, brother. Enlighten me. What are you doing here? What have you got on the docket? That Browns QB room, though, huh? I mean, someone's got to be the quarterback in Cleveland. Someone's got to throw the ball to Jerry Jeudy. Why not Shedeur Sanders? It's almost time for the 113, fellas, before we round out the draft. I'm just wondering, again, Kamish has made a lot of moves in this draft. You got to wonder, did he really get his guy? I don't know. I think the Kamish, I'm just saying, Kamish, hit me up, baby. Hit me up. I got something for you. You wonder, though, there's a lot of whispers from the commish. There's a lot of things I heard in the offseason leading up to this draft from him that don't marry up to what he did today. So you got to wonder, did the board push him? Is there somebody in that ear over there in Disco Bay that we're not aware of, making decisions in that war room, influencing? We're getting, again, fellas, there's deals being offered around these tables right now. One bear may not have come to me live on stream. Might have came to me live on stream. I'm just worried about what I get in these deals, fellas. You're focused. If you're sending me a deal, stop worrying about what you're getting. So start with what I get. All right. Hey, I want to give you X, Y, and Z. We'll get to you after. You came to me. All right. I should take priority, especially if you're inquiring about the 113. Let's just face it. I'm looking at some of these rosters. Again, Harry Bushwhacker. I mean, he's holding Brendan Rice and Bub Means on his roster. Jalen Tolbert, Jahan Dotz. Fella, I'm reading names off this roster. And I'm not trying to troll. I'm questioning the direction of this team, I think would be the nicest way to say it. Look, you can say what you want about my team. You got commissioners trying to make their plays in the draft. You got Kyle Larks of the world letting talent fall. You got Nick Friedels taking talent early. I love it. I absolutely love it. And look, you don't win the draft in March. You don't win it in April. You don't win it on May 4th. You win the draft in September, fellas. All right? And I don't mean when the talent shows up on the field. I mean when you start breaking down film. I'm breaking down the 2026 class in September. All right? So, like I said, you don't win the draft in May. You win it in September. And that's why I'm sitting pretty here. Kyle Lark, brother, I can get you a better chair. I can get you a better chair and make that seat a lot more comfortable. All you got to do is call me. That's all you got to do. You know who's got the picks. You know what you want. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. We're sitting here at the 2-2. We got Brother Locklear sitting at the 2-2 again. I mean, how did this guy get these picks? Right. I mean, this is an interesting pick. Kyle Lark. Again, bleeding clock. Waiting on the world to change. I mean, it's like watching paint dry, fellas. That's what we're doing here. Can we all take a moment to thank Noah Furrow for taking Cam Ward? I love the pick. I really do. But it pushed a lot of talent down the board for teams that might have needed it. And now I'm sitting here with two running backs, Travis Hunter, a slew of picks. I'm just saying, fellas, I've built this team from fucking nothing. I started with scraps. I started with a handful of shit. And I turned it into a salad. And I've seen teams here who had a salad and have turned their roster into a bag of shit. Fellas, can you send me some legitimate deals, please? I'm not interested in late round flyers. I'm interested in talent acquisition. That's what I'm here for. All right. Not 4 2s and 3 9s. All right. I've got enough of those. If you're coming to me, it's going to have to involve a second round pick, if not more than one. If you want this 2-1, there's some of you who have the capital to make it happen. All right. Now, if you want the 113, there's maybe one of you who has the capital to make this happen. Let's see what happens. Let's see what Lark does here. Let's see how this board falls. I think somebody might offer me something compelling, but we shall see. We shall see. Again, boys, we're waiting. We're waiting. I mean, what's going to happen here? Who's going to, who might step up and come acquire this 113? I don't know. Kyle Lark is surely in no hurry. I'll tell you that much. Boys, I don't got much for you. We're waiting on the last pick of this round. And so, that's just where we're at. This is where we're at. Let's see what we can get out of Kyle Lark's war room. Oh shit. Wow. That's a pick and a half, ain't it? Kyle Lark goes with tight end Colston Loveland out of Michigan. Fellas, we're going to go ahead and wrap this stream up after this pick. It's been an absolute blast. You got to wonder, though. You got to wonder. There's been some picks made, some head scratchers. There's been some teams who have left a lot of value on this board. What I commend Kyle Lark for here is taking the best talent on the board at the time at the 112. I still think it's a steal. Kyle Lark, congratulations. I hope you got your guy here, brother. He's no RJ Harvey, but he's a blue chipper in my book, and I love the pick. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up with the 113. I'm going to let a couple offers come in, and then I'm going to make my pick and wrap this up. Let you boys get on to your Sundays. We got any final notes from the chat? Lark, do you got a statement here for us? If you're in here, brother, do you got anything, any message you want to send, any agenda you want to push, any misinformation you want me to share to the masses? I can do it for you. Well, what's Kyle Lark thinking in this moment here after acquiring a talent like Colston Loveland at the 112? I mean, that's what we all want to know. What's Fleet doing at the 113? God, how has Fleet built this juggernaut? God damn, Fleet has 4 first-round picks. I get it, fellas. I get it. I worked hard to acquire these picks. I took a lot of shit for acquiring these picks, but I'm here now. And there's some owners who are envious, all right? Lark says, thank you for this. Lark, thank you, brother. Thank you. And it's funny. The guys rushing me on the clock fucking took all goddamn day to pick, and now they're breathing down my neck, right? At the 2.1, though, I mean, it's a pick 'em for me, fellas. It really is. Tyler Huang, let me know if you want this pick. You got about 1 minute and 43 seconds. And again, Kyle Lark, this is just for a guy that I was punching on a couple minutes ago. I got to salute him for how he's handled this process. He didn't let the noise get to his war room. He shrugged it off and he said, you know what? I took A.J. Brown last night. I'll take Colston Loveland tonight. I'll ride Aaron Jones till the wheels fall off. Maybe I'll even acquire a running back for some draft capital. Kyle Lark is a team to watch for in this league. And if you don't have that on your docket, if that's not abundantly clear to you, I'm going to need you to wake up. See Harry Bushwhacker popping into the chat. Interestingly enough, he does not have a pick until, I believe, the 3rd round. So Harry Bushwhacker, no need to get in here, brother. Go ahead and take a snooze. We'll call you when it's your turn. At the 2.1. At the 2.1. Wow. This is tough. This is really tough for me, boys. I can't lie. Man, give me a moment here, fellas. Give me a moment here. Let me punch something into my calculator. Let me. See, I'm getting. It's interesting. Do you trust your eyes here, fellas, or do you go with draft cap of the whole model decision making process? This is where you get paid to be great, guys. Because when there is no direction, the great GMs, the great owners, they forge one. All right, and that's what I'm going to do here. A guy took a shit all over here earlier in the draft. I really don't know. If you want this pick, fellas, the 113 is available. Let's see who bites. Oh, I'm getting coerced. No, I took a shit all over him earlier, fellas. But at the 113, you got to go with the golden boy. God, again, I've assembled a fucking juggernaut in this draft. If that's not obvious, if that's not clear, if I've got to remind you of that, you're not in the right place. Fellas, it's been an absolute fucking it's been a gem of a day, fellas. All right, I can't lie. Kyle Lark, you knocked it out of the park. I'm gonna give my grades on the first round, starting with Dodgen. Evan Dodgen. I'm gonna give you a 94%. All right, you're just shy of a solid A. You're an A minus for me, high A minus. Ashton Genty, Travion Henderson, Emeka Egbuka. The only knock I have on this is the Egbuka situation. He's a great player. We don't know how that's going to work out in the short term, but long term, that's a hell of a pick. Moving on to me, I'm biased. I'm giving myself a 93%. Caleb Johnson would have been awesome if it was another player that fell there, but I love what I'm getting. I'm getting a workhorse, a big athlete. I'm going to give myself a 93. Chief Steve, over here with the 1-3, trades out of the pick. He ends up going to the Brandon Lorian, who takes to Marion Hampton. Brandon, I'm going to give you a B minus for this draft so far. You went safe. You didn't address the needs. I think you got a player who's kind of the start of a new tier. Not a big guy on drafting those kinds of players. Can't begrudge you for the pick. Not sure how much team your better got. Not sure how much better your team got here. So I think a B minus is fair. Noah Furrow. You can get a B, a flat B for me. I think it was a solid pick. You got positional value in Cam Ward. Immediate returns probably not going to be there, but you got a gunslinger and a talented quarterback, no doubt. I'm going to give you a B. You can't knock a quarterback being picked there. Justin Locklear. This one's tough to grade. This one's very tough to grade, but Justin Locklear, I'm going to give you a B minus, man. I'm going to give you a B minus. I think you let the noise get to you. That's my only critique of your process today. I think you let the whispers get to you a little much, and you went T-Mac and Tyler Warren. That's a haul. Don't get me wrong. I just question if those are your guys, though. I question how much you believe in those picks. You might prove me wrong. Moving on over to Kyle Lark. Kyle Lark's performance in this first round, masterclass, absolute masterclass. He acquired A.J. Brown last night, Colston Loveland with a 112. I mean, can you knock the guy? There's nothing to knock there. This is just a guy who knows his way around the league, knows his way around draft boards, and he manipulated to a fucking T. Kyle Lark, I'm going to give you an A minus today. You knock those picks out of the park. I'm getting a call here. Promise. Should I take the call on stream? Why not? I'm taking this call on stream. Kamish, I'll take it after if this is a not stream conversation. Kamish, you got anything to say to the stream though while you're here?
Let's get the deal done for Golden, huh?
Holy shit, huh?
What do you want, brother?
All right, I got it. Well, I got to take this one off stream. This would be insider trading. I'm going to wrap the stream up here. I'm wrapping up my grades. I'm going to call you right back. All right, give me 1 minute. I'm almost done with my grades. All right. Wrapping this up. Moving on to the Brandon Lorian. We already graded him. Garrett Money Meyer. Can't knock him. Didn't have a pick here. I'm going to give you a C. Neither here nor there. Average. I would have liked to see you make a play on a pick. I would have liked to see you let your nuts hang, have a direction you wanted to go with your franchise. But I think the lack of direction, the lack of clarity in that war room is pushing me to grade this out at a flat C. Riley Gary. I know you didn't have a pick in this round. I'm going to give you a notch ahead of Meyer, though. I'm going to give you a C+. Again, would have liked to see some aggression. But at the same token, you've traded all your picks away for talent now, and I can't knock that. You're coming to play, Riley, and you're never going to get a critique out of me for that. Nick Friedel at the 110. Friedel, I've got to be honest. I'm going to give you a C, man. I had a lot of hope for you coming into this, and I think RJ Harvey at 110 was a little rich for my blood. I could be wrong. You could absolutely pull the sheet over my eyes here. Justin Locklear got antsy. Guess he didn't want to do what he called me to do. That's fair enough. Gushing farting. I'm going to give you a solid B in this draft, brother. Tyler Warren. Excuse me. You traded back out of the first round. You acquired second round capital. I'm going to give you a B. I like where your mind was at. You had a direction for the squad. It's been a great stream, boys. I'm going to let you get to it. Have a great Sunday. Drewby, I did rate your draft today. I think I gave you a C flat, man. Again, don't beat me up over it, but it was a lack of clarity in your war room. I don't think you made a single move this offseason. Your roster got older and worse simultaneously. Your roster in Bub Means. I'm not here to beat up on you, but I'm here to keep it real, tell you the truth. So, do with that what you will. Take the criticism or don't. It's my analysis. Set it on fire if you want. I did go 3-25 last year, so a lot of you are going to be like, "Who the fuck is this guy giving out suggestions at 3-25?" But I also took Brian Thomas over Romo Dunze. So if I have anything to hang my hat on, it'll be that. Fellas, love you all. Have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you in the war rooms, huh?